Good evening, everyone, and welcome to each and every one of you. I'm Dr. Jill Seal, and I'm the Program Director at South College DPT here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And it is truly my honor to welcome you all to this convocation ceremony for the DPT class of 2025. The convocation ceremony is an opportunity for us to celebrate our wonderful graduates, hear some words of inspiration, no pressure, and acknowledge some of the many accomplishments of that our graduates have achieved over and above just graduating from an advanced, fast-paced doctoral degree, right? That in itself is huge. So I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Sorry for the short delay. We know that traffic was bad, so we were trying to leave a little time for people to get here. But thanks for joining us as we commemorate the achievements of these graduates. But before we focus on our graduates, I'd like to take time to acknowledge those who helped you graduates along this journey. I truly hope that each of you had the support of someone, or maybe many someones, as you walked along this path to this degree. As I look out in this wonderful group of people, I see shining, proud faces of parents, siblings, spouses, children, significant others, friends, aunts, uncles, grandma and grandpas, all the people. And I know there's others who couldn't be here who helped play a vital role in you getting to this point and lifted you up along the way. So graduates, I would like for you to stand where you are. Go ahead. And I'd like for you to look to those people who supported you along the way and give them a big round of applause, as well as those people that aren't here. Thanks for all you did to get these wonderful folks to this place. Likewise, I'd like to acknowledge a few other of the key supporters of the graduates. Our faculty team first. Faculty, if you would please stand. You can clap, that's great, yeah. I would like to take this time to acknowledge the hard work and dedication that each of you have given to these graduates, and also to mention the rest of our faculty that's not here this evening. And all that you put into getting them to this point and to producing graduates who are going to be excellent DPTs. So thank you very much. And now I'd like the staff, please come in the room. Oh, there you are. Okay. And Morgan is standing up there. Sorry. Our staff, we have a wonderful administrative team who keeps everything held together and keeps this very fast-moving train on the track. So I would like to also give them a round of applause and thank them. Thanks. So now, to the stars of the evening, the graduates. It's finally here, the end of a very long and arduous, challenging at times journey. You made it. I hope that each of you is taking some time to truly lean in to the accomplishment, that you're taking some time to soak in all the accolades and the celebration and the remembrances. I think it's safe to say that today marks a great advance in your life, maybe your greatest, or one of your greatest to date. I don't know how many of you might have read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'm a big fan of his, and I like all of his quotes. And he has a quote that says, "As far as I can tell, every great advance, whether in individual life or the world at large, has some dreams and attempts." And then he goes on to admonish us to devise more dreams and make more attempts. What a charge to leave all of us with this evening. Devise more dreams and make more attempts. I assume that becoming a DPT was a dream of each of you, and we're really proud for you to be able to be here having made that attempt, and now today, or actually tomorrow, realizing that dream. But I hope that after the celebration dies down and you take time when your life gets a little more calm, when things get a little more still, you'll take time to devise more dreams. As a new DPT, I hope you realize that while you know a lot and we have now cleared you for takeoff into clinical practice, you have lots to learn still and a lot of growth to make to achieve excellence in clinical practice. So my hope is that some of your professional dreams that you devise might be dreams of advanced training, engagement and leadership in the profession, service to your community and your profession. I hope that some of your dreams include things like maybe a residency or a fellowship or specialization or being a clinical instructor. Make sure you're a clinical instructor for South College DPT Knoxville. Or adjunct teaching, also South College DPT Knoxville. I hope that your dreams will include an ongoing drive for excellence in practice and in character. This is just the beginning, though. You have so many more dreams to dream, both professional and personal, and many attempts to make. I wonder why James Clear said dreams and attempts. He didn't say dreams and successes. Shouldn't that be our goal? To dream and then to exceed? I think the reason why he wrote it that way is because what matters is how far you've come. What matters are the attempts, right? I'm sure you're all familiar with the famous quote from Michael Jordan where he states he's missed more than 9,000 shots in his career and he's lost almost 300 games. And he goes on to say that in 26 games he was trusted to make the winning shot and he missed. And he ends up saying that I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. One more sports quote. Wayne Gretzky, I know that you know this one. What does he say? He says, we miss 100% of the shots that we never take. So, dream the dreams. Don't be afraid to dream big. But dreams by themselves are empty. You must also make the attempts. Don't put off the attempt because your success isn't assured. Make that attempt. As described by the author Christian Kuhn, fail boldly. And then after you failed boldly, shoot that next shot. We celebrate you. We're so proud of each of you. We look forward to seeing your impact on the world, and I know that you will do great things. So I would like to say here at the very beginning, if we could just have you graduates stand one more time and give you all a round of applause. Okay. So it's now my great honor to introduce our faculty speaker, our esteemed speaker and faculty member, Dr. Justin Dunaway. Yeah, you can clap. That's good. Yeah. His bio is lengthy, and I'm going to paraphrase. And I'm going to say what I really feel about you. So you should. No, I'm just kidding. So Dr. Dunaway got his DPT in 2010. He earned his board certification in orthopedic physical therapy in 2013. He has many, many certifications since that time. He teaches for us. He was adjunct for us for quite some time, and then we managed to get him on as core faculty. He teaches quite a few courses for us, including advanced therapeutic interventions, some in the musculoskeletal series, our pain science course, and is truly a student favorite amongst the faculty. He's also the co-founder and the president of Stand the Haiti Project, which is an international nonprofit organization whose mission is to provide sustainable rehab care to people of Haiti. He received the American Physical Therapy Association's Humanitarian Award in 2010 for his work in Haiti. And he's also a good friend. When he came on board, I was like, who's this guy? I don't know him, and I wasn't too sure about him. And I've come to work with him, rely on him. For a time, I called him my work spouse, but, we've broken up, but that's okay. So I'm really honored. I know he's going to have some wonderful things to share with you tonight, so I welcome Dr. Justin Dunaway to the stage.
We didn't break up. I got replaced by Dr. Fritsch. What's up? Uh-oh, things falling off here. All right. I'm not going to use it anyway. What's up, team? Whoa. All right, we'll try this again. What's up, team? How we doing? Friends, and now colleagues. I couldn't be more excited to stand on this stage and get to address you one last time as your professor. Congratulations to you, your friends, family, supporters, all the people who have been along for this journey. And what a journey it has been over these last 2 years. All the highs, a few of the lows, everything in between. Times where you felt destined to be a PT, like when you walked out of that Anatomy 1 exam, nailed it, PT school is going to be easy. First time you popped your colleague's neck in MSK3, pretty cool. Some times where you might have thought, PT school, I made a terrible mistake, like walking out of that second anatomy exam, and that first physiology exam. And for some of you, I'm glad you're laughing, for some of you it might be just a bit too soon for that joke, and I apologize. But all joking aside, you've made it to here, to this moment, to this stage, to the finish line, to graduation. And I want to say now is kind of the moment to let you in on a little secret about PT school that Dr. Seal has kind of alluded to here. And we don't really say that often or say out loud, but the truth is PT school is just a drop in the bucket, just a drop in the bucket of the education, of the things necessary to really chase excellence, to really become, to evolve, to grow into that PT that the profession needs. And that might be hard to hear at first. It was an expensive drop in the bucket. It was a lot of time, a lot of personal sacrifice, a lot of hard work, a lot of debt, to be told that this is really just the beginning. And I don't mean to diminish the experience over the last 2 years. What you've accomplished is incredible. But once you get past that initial shock of this is just the beginning, that should excite you. There is so much more to do, so much more to learn, so many fun, exciting, creative ways to help humans and to make an impact in this field. And it's just so much fun. I'm so excited for all of you to have this license, to have this opportunity. But realize that PT school is just the beginning. It's just a bus ride to the trailhead with some friends and a few of us hanging out, giving you some basic hiking tips. But the real journey, the real adventure starts now. And I want to share with you just a few tips, a few things that I think if you keep front of mind, if you check back in often, if you reflect on, if you really, really kind of ingrain in your head, these things will keep you motivated through the rest of your career. These things will help you find the highs and pull out of the lows. And these three things are your why, your how, and your love. Never lose sight of your why. Why are you here? Why PT school? Why did you get on that bus? What was it about this profession that got you interested, that got you motivated, that said, I'm going to spend $100,000 on grad school and spend 2 years to do this thing? What was that? And if we threw a Mentimeter up on the screen here, which we're not going to do, but if we did, and polled all of you and asked that question, we'd get a ton of different answers. Maybe somebody tore an ACL, had really good rehab, got back to sport, was like, yeah, PT's the thing. Maybe somebody had a loved one who had a stroke, or a spinal cord injury, or a kiddo with a developmental delay, had some really good PT, and a whole host of things. I think about this why often. And the more you think about it, the more you get it ingrained in your head, realize that your why is your fuel. It's the thing that got you here to this moment. It was the thing that got you in the door. It was the thing that pulled you through the last 2 years, and it will be your fuel that motivates you through the rest of your career. Your how. How did you do it? How did you get here? How did you get through this difficult, this wild, this crazy hybrid accelerated doctor of physical therapy program? I think there's a lot of commonality in how we would answer that question. The main thing was your hard work, your dedication, your desire to really drill down on this clinical reasoning process, these psychomotor skills, all the things to a level you need to know to not just check the boxes on rubric and pass your classes, but to get into the clinic and really help humans. It is your willingness to experiment, to fail, to reflect on those failures, to learn, to apply those to the next thing. It is your intense, insatiable curiosity, this desire to chase rabbit holes and learn as much as possible. These are the tools that will get you growing, evolving into that PT that your patients deserve. And the third thing is your love. What is it about this profession that you love? And this love will evolve over your time in the profession, but right now, what is the thing that really motivates you? The better you can figure that out, the better you can figure out what your love is, you find that thing and you do everything you can to work in that space. People like to say that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I don't buy that at all. It's work, and it will always be work, no matter how much you love it. But your work, your love, if you love what you do, your enthusiasm, your passion comes through, and that is infectious. When you love what you do, it makes the work worth it. And friends, there are so many fun, cool, different ways to create an impact with this license. You are only limited by your creativity. In my time in the career, I've worked in sports, I've worked in general outpatient orthopedics, I've done advocacy at the government level. My time in outpatient has really showed me a love for working in underserved populations, which pulled me into doing nonprofit work in developing nations. In that space, I learned that I really had a deep interest in spine pain and headaches and chronic pain, and all of those experiences brought me here to the thing that I found that I really love the most in the profession, which is teaching, which is doing the stuff that you've all got to see me do in the last 2 years. I say all that not to share my resume, but to show you kind of it's just a small sampling of the things that you can do with this license in this profession, and show you that that love, that passion, that thing that you really enjoy can change over time. Be open to that journey and chase that love. I believe the more you reflect on those three things, your why, your how, your love, the deeper you have that in your head, the more ignited you will be in this profession, the greater your impact. And those things, those three things, your why, your how, your love, will help you find the highs, will pull you out of the lows and keep you motivated in everything in between. And friends, there will be lows. There will be times where you question, was the work worth it? Is this really what I want to do? And I think if you have those things in your head, it's what gets you through those moments. In my career, I've had lots of those lows, lots of those times where I've felt, maybe I should hang it up. You know, think about that 9 to 5, punch the clock at 5 p.m. My decisions don't really have any human consequences. I can go home, leave my work at the door, and just live a normal life. And as I think about those things, I reflect on the why I do this, the how, what I love. It gets me through those moments. One of those times sticks out in particular. I was working in our nonprofit clinic in Haiti, and I had met a gentleman. He was a double above-knee amputee. And when he was in utero, his mother contracted yellow fever. And when he was born, he had to have both his legs amputated. At age 6, he received his first set of prosthetics. And then every 10, 15 years or so, he would be lucky enough to run into a random nonprofit group building prosthetics, and he would get a new set. We met him in his 60s, His legs, his prosthetics were about 15 years old. And over those 15 years, he had acquired quite some mileage, and he'd done everything he could to keep them working. Like, these things were held together with cement and rubber tire strips and nails and glue and just random things he could find just to get a few more miles until he met the next group that could get him some new legs. So I met him in his 60s. These legs were incredible. We weighed them. They were like 35 pounds, which, if you know anything, I mean, thinking about a high double above knee amputee swinging around 35-pound legs, that's a lot. Anyway, we casted him, built these beautiful prosthetics, these super light, super durable legs. He was super excited, got him gait trained, coming back in 4 months, gonna check in with him, see how things are going. High five, we'll see you in 4 months. Fast forward to the next trip, he doesn't show. Not uncommon in this space. Sent a few people out to the community to try to find him. And what we learned was, about 2-3 weeks following that trip where we built him those legs, he contracted cholera and didn't survive. And I remember standing on the roof of the clinic. And that's the place where you kind of, it's the only quiet place. It is 90% humidity, 100 degrees, super loud clinic. It's the only place you can get a little bit of breeze, clear your head, and think. And what I was thinking was, what am I doing here? What are we doing here? We can't really make an impact in this space. We can't really do any good. We can't overcome the barriers. It's just too much. Shut it down. And then as I'm spiraling, I'm flooded with all of the challenges, all of the negatives, all the cases that didn't go the way I wanted it to. And I paused, and I reset, and I thought about my why. Why am I here? It's not about this. It's not about me. It's about the patients. It's about the impact. It's about the community. It's about integrating in this culture. It's about all the successes we're having. It's about all the good stuff. And I thought about the how, the logistics and the teams and all the stuff that goes into these trips and all of the people that we've helped and all the successes. And it reminded me how much I love the profession, how much I love the project, how much I love what I'm doing. And it motivated me, and it kept me going. The better you have those 3 things ingrained in your head, those are the things that will pull you out of the lows. Those are the things that will motivate you and teach you how to continue to grow in the profession. I want to share one more truth. The healthcare system that you're all about to be a part of is complicated at best. It does a lot of good, but it's also massive and cumbersome and really hard to navigate. And a lot of times it does a bit more harm than good. And you all are now a very important, a very effective part of that system. Do not settle for the status quo. Do not be afraid to push boundaries. Do not be afraid to challenge, to create some friction. Do not be afraid to create the profession that you believe your patients need. Do not be afraid to stand up, be loud, and advocate. I want to end on this last thought. Recently, I had a student ask me a question. They asked, name one pet peeve that you have in the profession and one thing, one emerging new thing that you are most excited about in physical therapy. That first one was hard for me to pare down kind of some of the pet peeves I have beyond the time I have for this talk and the scope of this talk. But the second one was easy. The second one was very easy. The thing that I'm most excited about, the new emerging thing in physical therapy is you, is all of you. You are the next generation of this profession. You are entering this field at a level so far beyond where any of us entered. I could not be more excited for all of you. Your passion, your potential, your dedication, your enthusiasm. Could not be more excited for you, for the humans that you're going to encounter, the impact that you're going to make, and what you're going to do to this profession over the course of your careers. It has been an incredible opportunity to get to spend the last 2 years with all of you on this journey. I could not be more grateful for the time that I've got to spend with you, seeing where you started and the PTs that you have become in this short few years. And I could not be more excited to see where you're going to go next. So I just want to say one more time, congratulations to the class of 2025 and welcome to the profession. Thank you.
Wow, I feel like I need to whoop or amen or, I don't know. Do you feel inspired? Yeah, that's all right. You can let it out. You can let it out. So now I also have the great honor of asking our student speaker to the stage, Dr. Christian Apps.
What an act to follow. Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Apps, and for one more day, I'm a student of physical therapy here at South College. I'm deeply honored to stand before you tonight and speak on behalf of my fellow doctors in the crowd as our class speaker. First, I want to thank our friends and families for being here tonight. We truly could have not made it through this marathon without you. Your encouragement, patience, and love has carried us through every late night study session, practical exam, and every, what the heck did I just sign up for moment. When I chose to enter an accelerated DPT program, I don't think I realized just how fast these 2 years could fly by. I think back to our very first classes, learning how to put on a gait belt, memorizing which nerves innervate which muscles, all the PT nomenclature, and here we are now, still figuring it out. In these 2 years, we've survived tens of thousands of PowerPoint slides, a collective month logged on Zoom, I checked, 60 past exams, 90 days of lab in Knoxville, hundreds of goofy video assignments, and 1,200 hours of patient experiences in various clinical settings. So now, it's time to celebrate the friends we've made, the lessons we've learned, the patients we've helped, and the growth we've experienced along the way. Blood, sweat, and tears doesn't even do PT school justice when we've had needles stuck in our glutes, completed the BERT workout, which is very hard for those who don't know, the BERT workout in a hotel parking lot with our professors watching us, and sat through the anxiety of studying for and taking the boards exam. But we made it through. I believe what makes this program truly special is the diversity and resilience from our class. We come from every corner of the country and from so many different walks of life. South College has been a haven, a place where we didn't have to put our lives on hold in order to chase our dreams. And while it may have been hard, life did not stop this crew. One of our professors likes to say, do hard things with crazy people. And for the next minute, I want to illustrate what the term crazy really means to this class. Our class has welcomed 6 babies into the world since starting, all while their parents have earned their doctorates, and more to come. We have classmates who have worked 40 hours a week while they were in school. We have first-generation college students, and we even have students who English is their second language. Our team of 100 PTs boasts career changers, veterans, spouses of active duty service members, 22-year-olds, 40-year-olds, mothers, fathers, athletes, musicians, dancers, and yes, we even have one passionate Bills fan. There he is. I honestly don't know how it happened, but several of us even got engaged or married while surviving this program. We must have extremely patient partners. When I think about it, crazy doesn't even cover it. What we've done here is truly extraordinary. I couldn't be prouder or more grateful to have done some very hard things with all these crazy people. Keeping her moving, earning our DPT marks the start of a new chapter. From here, we'll each go our own way, spreading across the country to serve our communities. But we're never going to be truly alone, for the connections we've built here are a lifelong network of encouragement, friendship, and great community. I confidently know that there will be days where we nail it in the clinic, and there will be days where we have no clue what we're doing. And I know this team has each other's backs for the times we need a little bit of validation or a little bit of help. While graduation marks our ability to perform essential skills of a physical therapist, I truly believe that those skills, while important, aren't the most powerful part of what we do. Each of us brings something unique to the table: our values, our stories, our personalities, and our hearts. And in the end, that's what our patients will remember the most. It's not the exercises or the treatment plan, it's you. It's your compassion, your patience, your encouragement. So be the change you want to see, because your patients will notice. Right now, our profession faces a lot of uncertainty. Reimbursement rates are dropping, our professional identity is being challenged, but this is not the time to lose hope. Our patients need us now more than ever. They need us to keep showing up, to advocate for them, and to keep believing in their potential, even when the system makes it hard. A good friend of mine who lives with cerebral palsy once told me something that has stuck with me ever since. What's within you is stronger than what's in your way. Remember this on tough days, when you have an hour of notes to finish, when insurance denies your care, or when you're feeling burnt out or unseen. Because what's within you, your passion, your empathy, your drive to serve, is stronger than anything standing in your way. Team, we have the power to make change for the greater good. Let's carry that forward into our next chapter of our careers. To our professors, thank you for your patience, your wisdom, encouragement, and unwavering belief in us, even when we weren't so sure of ourselves. You challenged us to think critically, to care deeply, and to never settle for good enough. There have been so many takeaways from our professors. I just wanted to highlight a few of the pearls we get to take with us. Experts do the basics best. Do not settle for prior level of function. At the core of every complex patient lies a human seeking help. Don't tell your patients they've improved, show them. Be about it. Show your patients what health looks like. Mind your meds, mindfulness, exercise, diet, and sleep. And last but not least, the body is just a bunch of flow-down gradients. If you don't get our jokes, I apologize. I have some more. Keep it fun, keep it functional. Don't be afraid to ask the difficult questions with your patients. One conversation can save a life. Don't treat pain, create an environment where pain can't hang. Our professors didn't just teach us how to be physical therapists. They showed us what it means to be professionals, advocates, and lifelong learners. Their dedication and passion for this field has set the standard for the kind of clinicians we all hope to become. So for that, thank you. To our friends, families, partners, and the loved ones who couldn't see us cross this line, you are the reason that we can do what we want to do. Your constant love and support has been the fuel that has kept us going. You reminded us why this journey mattered when it felt overwhelming. You celebrated our small victories and picked us up on the hard days. Even when you couldn't be there in person, your support was felt every step of the way. Tonight isn't just our accomplishment, it's yours too. Because behind every new doctor of physical therapy is someone who believed in them when they needed it the most. To my peers, we have the privilege of helping people for a living. And if you ask me, that's pretty dang cool. And as we've learned, this profession can be very demanding. We give so much of ourselves on a daily basis to our patients each day that it can be hard to save a little bit for the people who matter the most. But remember, family always comes first. There will be days that remind you exactly why you chose this path, and there will be days that make us question everything. In those moments, know that the people sitting in this room, your classmates, your friends, your family, will always be there for you. With that said, I'm going to put a little step on top of Dr. Seal, and could I have all the students please stand with me and face your families? I didn't know she was going to do that.
You can never do this enough.
You can never do it enough. With that said, if everyone could repeat after me, I promise that no matter how hard of a day I have, I will always keep enough energy for you. That's exactly what they said. All right, you can sit back down. As we leave here tonight, I hope we never forget the journey, or what made this journey so special. The people beside us. The friends who studied with us, the professors who believed in us, and the family who never stopped cheering us on. We've done hard things, really hard things, and we've done them together. So now we get to take the same strength and heart into the world and serve others. So here's to South College's DPT class of 2025 and the crazy people who made it all worth it. Thank you. And before I exit the stage, if I could have the other class leaders join me very quickly as we present our class gift, that'd be great.
I mean, is it safe? I mean, who doesn't want to unwrap a present? All right. I know those people. Thank you all so much. So every year, we take this time, Convocation, to recognize students who have gone above and beyond in their commitment to learning, professionalism, service. Our awards celebrate the values that define our program: integrity, compassion, leadership, and dedication to growth, both as clinicians and as colleagues and as humans. Students are nominated by both faculty and peers, reflecting the respect and admiration they've earned within our community of South College. This year, we're introducing something new. As each award is presented, you'll see the names of all the students who were nominated displayed on the screen. This change was important to us because it allows us to honor every student who was recognized by others for their excellence and their contribution. Because being nominated by your peers and your faculty is in itself a tremendous accomplishment and distinction. So we invite you to join us in celebrating every nominee, and then, of course, congratulating the one who wins the award as we announce their name. Now, our first award this evening is the Outstanding Graduate Award, and I get to present that one. This award is the highest honor presented by the School of Physical Therapy and is given to the student who surpasses the standards of academic achievement and clinical aptitude. This student is consistently strong, really in all areas. They're the person that always shows up. They're always positive. They always give you feedback when you want it, and sometimes when you don't want it. This is someone that I know will just shine when they go out into the world. This student is a great team player, an advocate for their classmates, and truly a genuine and kind human. The Outstanding Graduate Award for the South College DPT Class of 2025 goes to Andrew Fowler. Dr. Butler will now present the Leadership Award.
Good evening. It's so good to see you all. Okay, our second award this evening is the Leadership Award. This award is earned by a student who best demonstrates leadership through commitment to our program's core values of excellence, responsibility, and integrity. This award recognizes a student who leads with intention throughout the program, serving others in the classroom, out of the classroom, while on rotations, and within their own communities. This student was repeatedly recognized by peers for leading by example and always being the first to step up. This student was described as doing innumerable things to help the entire cohort succeed. Whenever the going got tough or emotions were running high, this student's advice was described as level-headed and reasonable. He is definitely a voice of reason. Others noted that not only would he keep the entire cohort in the loop and on track, but he would even help answer course or material-specific questions, making study guides, sharing tips, and even being available via text or video calls for the benefit of others, not himself. He is described by faculty as humble, kind, bright, helpful, and agreeable, no questions asked, something I can personally attest to. Complex patient lab, cognitive impairment station. If you know, you know. All in all, this student was destined for personal success, yet he went above and beyond to make success more attainable for all. A true, selfless leader. The Leadership Award for the South College DPT class of 2025 goes to Dr. Derek Miller.
I'll now ask Dr. Kothe to present the next two awards.
Hi, y'all. All right, this next award was established to memorialize Samantha Shapey, a South College DPT student who passed away in 2019 while in her first year of the program. Sam had a heart for service. She saw those in need and quietly, without calling attention to herself, went about caring for them. Her last act of service to us was to leave us these inspiring words. I want you to go out and live your lives so wonderfully, so fully. Take in every sight and smell and taste that you can. I want you to find so much joy and peace. These words adorn our hallway in South College and provide a frequent reminder about living life well. Sam committed herself to a profession of caring, and she found her joy and her peace in serving those around her and being just a truly good human. The winners of this award embody those same characteristics. This year's winner was consistently noted to be a true advocate for our profession by her peers. Throughout the program and her life, she has volunteered countless hours to serving her community, especially for those smallest among us who need our help. Therefore, I'm pleased to present the Samantha C. Shapey Service and Citizenship Award for the South College DPT class of 2025 to Caitlin Bullard. The next award for tonight was established by the Doctor of Physical Therapy program, again to memorialize one of our own from the class of 2019, Ryan Bilkey. This award seeks to commemorate Ryan's love of life and adventure and his enthusiasm for his planned profession, his deep affection for his friends and his family, and his ability to inspire all those people he encountered. Therefore, I'm proud to announce the award, like its namesake, will honor a graduating student who demonstrates a zest for life, inspiring perseverance, and possesses the ability to leave an everlasting impact, just like Ryan did. Peers and faculty nominated this student for nearly every award on our list. This student isn't afraid to speak the hard truths, but it always comes from a deep love for his classmates and his profession. One nomination said it all. He has a zest for life, the outdoors, and care for all that is sure to leave a lasting impact. The Ryan J. Bilkey Memorial Award for the South College DPT class of 2025 goes to Christian Apps.
I'd like to now ask Dr. Moore and Dr. Myers to the stage. They'll present the Clinical Excellence Award and the Outstanding Clinical Instructor Award.
Our next student award, the Clinical Excellence Award, is given to the student who best demonstrates a passion for clinical excellence through patient care, as demonstrated in lab practice and clinical practice. This student's clinical instructor shared the following. So this is a quote. I have been in the field of physical therapy for 24 years, and this student was among the top students that I had the pleasure of collaborating with during his clinical rotation. I use the word collaboration with intention because while he did receive instruction and guidance from me during his rotation, his skill set was already at an entry level. He could have easily managed a full-time position with the same competency of many of the new graduate therapists I currently work with. While his knowledge base and skill set were exceptional, what I enjoyed and admired most about him was his display of compassion and ability to connect easily with a wide range of personalities in the staff and among the patients. He will definitely be an asset to the field of physical therapy and represent the South College brand well. The Clinical Excellence Award for the South College DPT class of 2025 goes to Nicholas Rodriguez. And I guess Nick's not right here right now, so we'll give him another round of applause, and when you see him, you know.
The Outstanding Clinical Instructor Award is our next award this evening. This award is given to the clinical instructor who consistently excels in that role and represents the epitome of a professional physical therapist. The student who nominated this CI had this to say: Daniel truly went above and beyond as a CI. He provided an immense amount of education during my rotation that pertained to MPTE prep, as well as patient presentation for our current caseload. So much so that I would bring my clipboard with me and take notes to soak up all of his knowledge. We have since kept in touch, and I plan on accepting a position to work with his neuro team, as well as work towards my NCS with his support and resources. Daniel was always encouraging, helpful, constructive, and kind. He truly is a lifelong learner and teacher, and it shows. If anyone deserves this award, it's Daniel. Any student that has ever had him as a CI should understand what a gift they were given with his teaching. The Outstanding Clinical Instructor Award for the South College DPT class of 2025 goes to Daniel Jimenez. And I would just like to say, unfortunately, Dr. Jimenez is not able to join us this evening, but he was able to send us a message. So we're going to listen to that now.
To the South College class of 2025, I wish you guys a congratulations on all of your efforts, both in the classroom and in the clinic as well. The field is going to have a wonderful group of therapists coming in. Patients are going to be lucky to have you guys. I humbly, from the bottom of my heart, accept the nomination for the Outstanding Clinical Instructor Award. It's been my honor and my privilege to serve as the CI. I had the opportunity to learn as a student. Now I've had that opportunity to learn as a clinical instructor for my students as well. I wish you guys a congratulations again. I wish you the very best, and I wish you the same blessings and opportunities that I've had to serve as a clinical instructor someday and to mentor others. Congratulations, class.
So our final award this evening is our Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is given biannually to honor a graduate of the South College DPT who exemplifies dedication and passion and whose achievements have brought benefit to the profession as well as his or her community. This graduate has attained distinction through hard work and great commitment to the betterment of physical therapy. This year's recipient was an outstanding student while they were at South College, and they exemplified lifelong learning. They've already achieved multiple certifications, and they have a true quest for excellence. They are chasing excellence. He's part of a thriving practice, and after being out for a couple of years, as I like to say it, he returned home to South College and is a frequent adjunct in our faculty. This year's distinguished alumni from the class of 2022 is Dr. Holden North. I actually got the honor of presenting this to Holden last week while he was teaching. We surprised him with it in lab. He's not with us tonight, but he did leave you all a message.
Hey everyone. So first, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Dr. Seal and all the other amazing faculty and professors at South for this award. I'm truly honored to be able to receive it. Next, I just want to say a huge congrats to each and every one of you all. You all were the very first cohort that I was able to be a part of after coming back to South. And as I think back over the last couple years, I was blessed to be a part of quarter one, PT fundamentals with you all, then quarter two, movement science, pathological gait in quarter four, and finally rounding it all out with advanced therapeutic in quarter six. And throughout that time, I've truly been beyond blessed to watch you all transform into DPTs. One of you all even had to put up with me another 6 months for her final PT2, PT3 rotation. So have to give a huge shout out to Grace Jones for persevering and dealing with that. My thoughts are that if you can handle 2 years, nearly 2 years, of me saying things like, all right team, and putting my own pronunciation on most words to the extent that you have to use a bit of clinical reasoning to decipher what I was trying to say, if you can handle that, then you can handle pretty much anything that this profession is going to throw at you. In all seriousness though, I want you all to remember something. I want you to remember that you are great PTs. All of you have worked so hard to this point to get to where you're at. And because of that, the result could be nothing short of great. Greatness is not finite. Greatness is not finite. Don't go out into clinical practice thinking you have to learn to be great. Go into clinical practice being confident that you're already great. And because of that, I have no doubts that you will continue to hold yourself accountable, to do your best each and every day. You'll never stop learning. because that's what great PTs do.
Wow. So there have been a lot of really great things said tonight, and you've gotten to meet a lot and see and learn about lots and lots of great graduates and clinical instructors and faculty. I always find it interesting in these things as I'm sitting there listening to other people speak. I'm like, and every one of these that I've been at, I start to think, wow, did we get together and talk about what we were going to say? Because everything starts to flow together, right? You probably, if you were paying attention, you probably heard a lot of common things. So if I say anything, I wish I was like, able to get it on the fly, but no, this was planned. It just like matches what everybody else said. But now I get the honor to just say a few closing remarks, and then we'll get on with the party. These are always joyful nights for me, but this, I don't know, this one has been pretty amazing, I think, to get to celebrate with all of you. Like everyone else said, I am proud to call you colleagues. No longer my students. I might sometimes say former student, but what I really mean is colleagues. And I'm excited to get to know you in this new way. It may sound cliche, but as I think we've already said, multiple speakers, this is not the end. This is just another beginning. And I hope for you a career full of new beginnings, that most days feel like new beginnings, new mountains to climb, new obstacles to overcome, new attempts to make as you stretch and reach for excellence. Despite how you feel at this moment, like I'm never going to study again in my life, your education is really just beginning. I had a student in a previous program that was attending a national PT conference the same time I was, and we ran into one another one day at the conference. And we were chatting, and I asked him how he was enjoying the conference, and he was just exuberant. I don't use that word often for many people, but he was just so excited to be there. And he was so excited about the sessions he was attending, and he was telling me all about them. And then he got this really serious look on his face, and he said, I love learning all this, but it also makes me realize how much more I have to learn. And I looked at him, and I gave him the same advice that I'm going to give you all. I said, Michael, I still remember his name. I can still picture him. I said, Michael, I hope you feel that same way for the rest of your life. And if someday you wake up and you don't feel that you still have a lot to learn, you should get a new profession. It's time to change. He looked at me a little funny, and then he kind of smiled like, yeah, I get it. So go out there. Take all that you've learned in these past 2 years. Refine it. Reframe it. Learn new things. Maybe learn that, wow, they taught me this, and I'm learning a new way, a better way. That's fantastic. Build upon it, tear it down, put it back together. Any less is to settle for mediocrity, and your patients deserve excellence, not mediocrity. I'm really glad to be here and witness this moment for you all. I'm proud of you all. I have no doubts that you're ready to take on this new challenge of clinical practice. We welcome you as our colleagues to this wonderful profession. Families, friends, faculty, thank you all for supporting these graduates, for lifting them up, for filling them up when they were running on empty over these past 2 years. Thanks for this fabulous celebration. Continue the celebration tomorrow at graduation. And as soon as we break, please feel free to join us for the reception following. I'd like to ask the graduates to stand one more time for a big round of applause from the faculty, staff, and guests. We aren't joking when we say we're proud of you. We might have said it quite a few times, but we really are. I want to wish you all a good evening, happy holidays, and I will see hopefully all of you at graduation tomorrow. Thanks for coming.